Hello class, this is Ramirez-Rodriguez from your History 474 class, CSU East Bay, Spring 2026. This is my presentation for Chapter 6, Through Women's Eyes, Reconstructing Women's Lives, North and South, 1865 and 1900. Ida B. Wells' anti-lynching campaign was about researching, investigating, and getting evidence for the racial violence in the South against African Americans. She wanted to confirm the information of why the lynchings were happening. The lynching of 3 friends in Memphis resulted in the idea of her campaign/investigation. Wells concluded the mass crime having the competition that his successful grocery business posed to wives. Thomas Moss, Calvin McDowell, and Henry Stewart owned a grocery store in a suburb area close by another grocery store owned by a white man. The 3 African American owners suffered a robbery by several white men, and they hurt 3 of them, and the rest was able to escape. Over this incident, over 100 African Americans were taken to jail as suspects for hurting the white men. After Thomas, Calvin, and Henry were recognized by the white men as the main suspects, the mob took them out of jail and shot them to death. The newspaper made the mob responsible for destroying this 3 friends' grocery store, and the white man was able to get rid of his African American business rivals. For Ida, this was a way for white men to get rid of African Americans, wealth, or competitors. This is what opened my eyes to what the lynching really was: an excuse to get rid of Negroes who were acquiring wealth and property, and thus keep the race terrorized. Again, after this first case of lynching in Memphis, she began to research every lynched case that has happened. And most of these cases that were public, rape was the reason of lynching. However, when Ida researched one of the lynching cases about a 7-year-old rape, she found out that the victim was actually over 17 years old, and the actual reason lynching happened was because she was found by her dad in an African American cabin. The dad wanted to clean her reputation and invented the rape case. Basically, Ida was finding lies about the lynchings, made out scenarios to justify the deaths of African Americans. On the other hand, white men were also having relationships and raping African American women, and the lynching law was not being applied to them. The more I was convinced that the Southerner had never gotten over his resentment that the Negro was no longer his plaything, his servant, and his source of income. Thank you.